Here we got Pierre Poilievre, who's back. Pierre Poilievre basically calling out the new government. And I was hoping that he would make a video like this. I wasn't sure if he was going to do it, even though because he doesn't have a chair yet. But he can at least do that, do these videos for us where he calls them out. He can still do his job, even though the House of Commons isn't open right now. But this is hilarious. Listen to Pierre Poilievre calling out Mark Carney.
We want to see dramatic changes, not soft reassurances. We also have an offer to make the Liberals. My message to Mr. Carney, steal my ideas. We've got great ideas. And we've been leading the charge on the debate over carbon taxes, inflation, housing prices, crime, drugs, resource development. And I note the Liberals even lifted a few of those ideas and put them in their platform to get reelected. We want to make sure that they were sincere about that. And we're going to continue to put forward solid ideas to make people's lives better every day. Because our purpose is to bring home the promise of Canada, that everyone who works hard gets a great life, that anyone from anywhere can do anything, where you get a nice, affordable home on a safe street. Every day and in every way, we will fight for our people and our country to put people back in charge of their lives with bigger paychecks, abundant, affordable energy, home ownership, low taxes, safe streets, and a strong military in the country that we know and love, Canada.
Just steal our ideas like you were doing during the whole campaign, stealing the Conservative ideas but not doing anything about them. Now here's Pierre Poilievre calling out Mark Carney's cabinet for being the exact same cabinet.
Stephen Guilbeault, whose radical green agenda would shut down all future developments in our resource industry, is still the minister responsible for Quebec. Sean Fraser was the immigration minister who caused the immigration crisis, the housing minister who gave us the housing crisis, and now he's the minister responsible for addressing the Liberal crime crisis. It seems like he is the master at failing upward. Chrystia Freeland, who as finance minister hiked capital gains tax and carbon taxes and massively grew our debt to the point where we now spend $1 billion a week on interest, stays in the cabinet. Then there's Gary Anadesangari, the new Minister of Public Safety, who said the actual crimes, the actual issues around bail are quite sound, and they are embedded in, codified in law right now, as in to say that there's nothing wrong with the system. Well, in fact, there's everything wrong, as we see from the growing crime wave on our streets. Then there's François-Philippe Champagne, Trudeau's Minister of Everything, who never really managed to do anything. And he did it very loudly. But nice guy. I'll give him credit. He's a nice guy. But he was the Minister of Industry, during which we had the worst economic growth of any country in the G7. And now he's in charge of the budget. Then there's Joly, LeBlanc, Haidu, Anand. Anand was the president of the Treasury Board, during which time the bureaucracy and the consultant bills blew out of control. In all, 14 Trudeau ministers are now in Carney's cabinet. It's more of the same when Canada needs real change. Even the new additions are problematic. Gregor Robertson was the mayor of Vancouver, who pushed for total legalization of hard drugs, distribution of tax-funded opioids. During his time there was a 600% increase in overdoses. Now he's the housing minister. Well, what's his record on housing? Well, he increased housing taxes in Vancouver by 141%, and the result was that housing costs went up by 149%, more than doubling the costs and giving Vancouver, his city, the most expensive housing prices in all of North America. Now, Mr. Carney puts this gentleman in charge of housing.
Unbelievable, man. Seriously, though, that he would name all these ministers. Like, Mélanie Joly, Minister of Industry, what experience does she have in industry to become the Minister of Industry? Mélanie Joly does not have any experience to become the Minister of Industry. That does not make any sense. And Miss Anand becoming again the minister, the Foreign Affairs Minister, when she used to be the Foreign Affairs Minister, is kind of like strange to me. This does not make any sense. this does not make any sense, man, that you would rename the same ministers to different positions when they are crap ministers. It is for real. And look at this person here saying that, I don't know who this person is, but the soulless eyes convey he likely tortured animals for fun as a child. Saying this about Pierre Poilievre. Like, get a life. If you don't know who that person is, sure you don't know who that person is. Have you noticed how the Liberals are the meanest people when it comes to posting stuff about the other party? Like, they're so mean. Like, they're so mean. It's a fact. I'm going to leave it at that. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and thanks for watching.